Hello, our dear pupils. Welcome to our tutorial videos. And in this video, as you can see, what we have is a question in chemistry on more concept. So this is chemistry. And the question is on more concept. And this is just on calculating the mass. Okay, so this is just only calculating the mass. So limestone or calcium carbonate decomposes into lime, which is calcium oxide, according to the equation. So calcium carbonate or limestone decomposes into lime and carbon dioxide. What mass of limestone would produce 11.2 grams of lime? So the mass of lime that was produced is 11.2 grams. And the question they are asking is what mass of limestone produced 11.2 grams? So this is simple. You simply pair them. So what you do is we are going to pair calcium carbonate will be paired to calcium oxide. And they've given us the mass of this one, which is 11.2 grams. And they want us to find the mass of calcium carbonate, which produced calcium oxide or lime. Okay, so what are you going to do? So all you just have to do is you find the molar mass of this one, or the formula mass of this one, also the formula mass of this one. So let's find the formula mass of calcium carbonate and the formula mass of calcium oxide. And those will help us to calculate the mass of calcium carbonate. Okay, so molar mass of calcium carbonate or limestone. So you say calcium carbonate. Okay, so calcium carbonate, calcium has a mass of 40. That's the mass number. The mass number of calcium is 40. Then how many calciums do we have? How many calciums do we have? We only have one, so you say multiplied by 1 plus, you come to carbon. How many carbons do we have? We have one carbon, and the mass number of carbon is 12 times 1. You come to oxygen. Oxygen has a mass number of 16 times we have 3 oxygens. As you can see, this 3 stands for this oxygen. So the formula mass would be 40 times 1 is 40 plus 12 times 1 is 12 plus 16 times 3, that is going to give us 48. Now when we add 40 plus 12 plus 48, we are going to have 12 plus 48, that is 60. 60 plus 40, that is 100 grams per mole, because what we are calculating is the formula mass, which is almost the same as the molar mass. Okay, let us also calculate the formula mass for calcium oxide. How many calciums do we have here? We have 1, so you say 40 times 1 plus how many oxygens? We have 1 oxygen, so you say 16 times 1. So 40 times 1 is 40 plus 16. 40 plus 16, it will give us 56 grams per mole. Okay, so we have the formula mass for calcium carbonate or limestone. We also have the formula mass for calcium oxide or lime. We can therefore say if calcium carbonate has 100 grams in terms of its molar or formula mass, calcium oxide has 56 grams per mole. And in the question they've said the mass of lime or calcium oxide that was produced was 11.2. So we're going to get this 11.2 and put it here. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so the mass of calcium oxide or lime in the question is 11.2. That was the mass of calcium oxide that was produced. Now, what mass of calcium carbonate or limestone produced this mass? You therefore cross multiply. So you say x times 56. Okay, let us go to another board. X times 56. So that is 56x is equal to, you go back, it's here. So we have 100 times 11.2. So we are going to have 100 times 11.2, 100 times 11.2, and then you divide by 56, even this side by 56, so that your value of x is going to be 11. Okay, using a calculator, we are going to say 100 multiplied by 11.2 divided by 56. The answer is giving us 20 grams. So the mass of calcium carbonate or limestone that produced 11.2 grams of lime was 20 grams. So that is what you do. That is simple and straightforward. You just have to use the formula masses or the molar masses. So it was 20 grams. Simple and straightforward. Watch the video as many times as you can and you will understand what that means or how you are supposed to calculate the mass of the reactant given the mass of the product, or the mass of the product given the mass of the reactant.